Hey there, Adam Lidolce from sexyconfidence.com, where I help the 21st century woman create a love life that she absolutely loves. And in this very short video for you right now, I'm going to be talking about the 5 scientifically proven ways to be more attractive to men. Keep watching. Now, throughout the life of Sexy Confidence, I've talked about so many freaking topics. I've talked about inner confidence, self-esteem, conversational excellence, how to have great conversation, how to protect yourself from guys, how to open yourself up to men, how to be more flirtatious, how to manage relationships, how to communicate with people. But never once, not once, have I talked about what it is that men just find physically hot in a woman. And that's for good reason. I really want to focus in on the things that you can control, right? I'm not trying to focus on things that are just going to make you feel shitty about yourself. Be like, oh, well, I don't have that, so now I can't find a boyfriend, right? But at the end of the day, the core message of this video is for you to really focus on improving the things that you can control. Don't stress about the things that you can't, because you can't control them. Think of it this way. I actually read the study recently. I saw this. Just by moving the eyes, just even a few millimeters inward or outward, can be the difference between a very attractive person and a very unattractive person. Just that one thing alone. So, just by a few millimeters, that can be the difference between being attractive and unattractive. So my point is, don't allow a few millimeters to stress your entire life out, to be totally stressed out just by those things. Don't allow that to happen. So instead, take the things I'm going to talk about here, implement some of the things that you can work on, ignore some of the things that you can't work on, and work on being that physically attractive woman that men do want. And at the end of the day, all these things actually in this video, I believe all these things are things that you can actually change and constantly improve on. So let's jump in the video and let's get a little superficial here. The first one is your smile. If your teeth are yellow, whiten them. According to Loyola University's study, they actually simulated a first date before teeth whitening and then a first date after the teeth whitening, and the results were absolutely astounding. What they found is that after the teeth were whitened, there were a 54% increase in wanting to continue the date and over a 59% increase in the date thinking that they were outgoing. So just by having white teeth, you have a 50% greater chance of getting that second date. And also, people for some reason think that you are more sociable, more outgoing. I don't know how that works, but it's how this study found the facts. Number 2 is your smell. I'll never forget it. A couple years ago, I was out at night, I was talking to a girl, and I came in close to her, and I smelled her perfume, and it immediately brought me back to one of my first girlfriends in middle school, Samara, which is so weird, and it brought me back to that very moment. It's almost kind of creepy the way that smell can just immediately bring back all these incredible emotions. Now, of course, you don't want to smell like guys' ex-girlfriends from middle school, but you do, smell is an incredibly powerful way to attract men. So, and there's a reason for this, of course, because smell, they're actually processed by your olfactory bulb, which really starts inside the nose, then runs inside the bottom of the brain. And basically, the olfactory bulb has direct connections to the 2 brain areas that are strongly connected to emotion and memory, the amygdala and the hippocampus. So whatever you got to do to get great perfume, to smell really great, you got to go out and do it. Get a guy friend, go to Macy's, whatever, spray some perfume on it, see how it smells with your skin and your body, try a few, and then find one that he really likes, that you really like, and boom. Now you're going to smell better and you're going to be more physically attractive to men. Number 3 is red lipstick. My girlfriend's nickname when I first met her was Red Lipstick Girl, because that was the very first thing that I noticed about her. Was she had an incredible smile and she had these really, really bright red lipstick on that immediately caught my eye. There was another study that I found that they actually took a look at what men's eyes were looking at, and when they put lipstick on a woman's mouth, on her lips, they found that a guy would look at her lips for as much as 2 to 3 times longer than if there were no lipstick on the lips. And your lips are a very central area, of course, of your body. And that study was carried out by Manchester University. If you want to check that out, we'll put a link to it at the bottom of this video. But it's incredible being able to draw in that attention. Putting on lipstick is something that, of course, there's a reason why women have been doing this for a long time. It's very effective, and it can be obviously a great fashion statement, but also really, create an incredible response for men and making men more attracted to you. Number 4 is long, straight hair. I'm sorry, but all you short-haired single women out there may want to reconsider growing your hair out. According to Zeus, they actually did a study where they surveyed men and what actually found to be most attractive, and they found that the sexiest hairstyle of all was down and straight, being number 1 with a 38% response. Then down and curly was the second most favored type of hair with a 33%. And then a sophisticated kind of like up or even a simple ponytail was the final last at 13%. Short hair was rated the lowest, and from a guy's perspective, myself, and from, of course, having a lot of guy friends, I can kind of generally agree with the study that, longer hair doesn't have to be crazy long, is definitely very attractive, very feminine, and it's something that men are, of course, very physically drawn to. And finally, number 5 is wearing some type of red on your clothing. Now, I've been talking about wearing red for a long time, at least in a lot of my premium courses, and it really does catch the eye of men. Now, most studies out there will tell you that, it's not going to necessarily make you more attractive to men, right? If a guy is not physically attracted to you, it's not like wearing red is suddenly going to be like, boom, he's now even more attracted to you. But it does, if he's already attracted to you, it does even get his attention even more, and it does, we biologically are attracted to rosy cheeks, and red is something that really triggers attraction in men. So by wearing red, it's not only going to get his attention, but it's also going to trigger some kind of key components of our biology. And so the old cartoons where you see a woman wearing red, they definitely ring true with many of the studies out there. So there you have it. Those are the 5 key things that you can do to kind of work on your physical attraction with men. And I want to throw in a bonus tip, which is, at the end of the day, the most important part of being physically attractive is taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, eating healthy, non-processed foods. It's going to make your skin better. It's going to make your hair stronger. It's going to give you a glow that you really can't fabricate in any other way with makeup or anything like that. So it's all about what you put into your body. Your body is truly a temple. And of course, don't do it for men. Don't do it to attract men. Do it for yourself, because that's how you can live a healthy, energized life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, there are more videos just like this at sexyconfidence.com. We'll put a link right there. And also, please give this video a like on YouTube. That really helps me out a lot. And finally, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more videos just like this every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye.